Good afternoon and welcome to another fishy adventure. Me and Ben and I think Lawrence is actually coming. We are going to go out on the yaks, and what we're going to do is we're going to skit out to some outer reefs, let the tide drop onto it, and hopefully we can get into some bassels. Not promising anything. The water's been jet clear for months now. It's really hard, and I find a lot of the fish I'm catching are just before dark or dark. So could be a blank, may not be a blank, but I've got the kayak, I've got a couple of rods. I've got one really light rod for flicking little X-layers and that around the jap beds, little fish, sand eels, things like that. I'm going to go small today, that's the plan. And I've also got a trolling rod. Now, when I used to fish with my old man back in the day, we used to use red gill sand eels. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of them before, but they were trolling lures with a little barrel weight in front of them, and we used to just drag them behind the boat. The plan of action is to get out on the yaks, get a float, enjoy last light. We've got about 3 hours out there before it gets dark, and yeah, just try and catch some fish. It's all about having fun, stay positive, put the fun in fishing, enjoy your time with your mates, and if we can, catch fish. We are now out on the water. Me and Ben are here. We're still waiting for Lawrence to catch up, but what we're going to do is we're just going to fish some sunken heads right here, loads of jap beds. And I was going to actually start before with a X-layer, but I think I'm actually going to turn it up to 125 patch, because Ben said he's seen quite a lot of sand eels, so hopefully there'll be some fish in around these areas, which would be lovely. And I'm just going to literally just jerk this really slowly along the top, and hopefully we can get into some bassels. As I say, it's a really small tide, so it might not happen, but we'll see. Some lovely kelp beds below us. Perfect. It's always good to have your rod on the opposite side to where you cast. Mate, get used to it, we're only halfway out.
Yeah, but I've just rode it all at once.
How are you, mate? You alright?
Yeah, all good, yourself?
All good, mate, all good. Where? What, lots of them? It's always good to keep out for birds. Ben's seen a few. So if we don't catch anything on this jap bed, we'll move over to the next jap bed, which has got birds on it at the moment. So the thing is though, the birds move, and so do the bait. Yeah, oi, there's loads of birds out there. Well, I've been following the birds around, so just come to a nice little bay. I'm hoping there's going to be some bass around. I'm going to just keep casting around the japs, around all the little areas. Hopefully we can get into something. Some lovely sunken heads here, a little bit of run as well. Hopefully there's a bass in here, would be lovely. The best thing about being out here is just how peaceful and relaxing it is. Nothing really beats this, to be honest. And what I think I'm doing is just going to drift through this area and see if we can pull something out of the bag. Now, it's weird to think that on the really big spring tides that we have here in Jersey, which are about 12 meters at their max, all of this actually dries out. So that won't happen tonight because it's such a small tide, but on the really big spring tides that we have, you can actually walk all the way out to this area, and we're about a mile, 2-3 kilometers out, I don't know. But if you look up Echo Tower, you'll be actually able to see that. And see how far we're actually out and how far you can walk. It's pretty incredible how Jersey's landscape can become pretty lunar like and grow like a third of its size over a big tide. Pretty nuts. If we're lucky as well, we might actually see a seal, because there's a seal locally known around here as Seymour the seal. So if you see him, pop his head up, let me know. We are fishing some really nice rocky area here, in and out of the jap. really quite comfortable fishing once you're out here. It's a bit of a slog getting here, but it's not as bad as you would think. Benny boy's on the other side of the bay and he says there's shitloads of sand eels, so hopefully there'll be some fish in and around these runs, picking them up. Right, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to change over. There's nothing really happening on the surface lure. I'm going to go for a little soft plastic of some size, and we'll go from there. I'm going to go back to the X layer, I think. Something really small. Hopefully we can pick something up. And with the X layer, all I'm going to do is just a slow retrieve with a little flick, and if I get caught on the bottom a little bit, I'll reel it up a little bit quicker. Oh my god, there's a seal right behind you! Well, it's not really happening at the moment. There is a big fat seal in the vicinity though, so... Oh, I just got a hit. Just got a hit. Hello, you big sea dog. Yeah, you want some? He's right there. I think I'm going to go something more of a paddle tail. Hard work at the moment. It's a lovely bit of area, this. Lovely bit of ground. Tide coming over some blocks. I'm just eddying around in it, which is nice. If you can see here, I've got some rocks in between me, and I'm just bringing it through on the edges nice and slowly. There's a nice little bit of tide coming through here. Not too much though, which is good for me. Oh, fish. Fish on! Yup! Oh! Yes, I got my first fish of the night. Oh, it's a good one, I think. Fish on! Oh, he's behind me. Come on. Come on! He's turning my boat around. Oh, he's a nice one! Can you come here and give me a hand? My net's at the front. Mate, he's nice. He is. He's only lightly hooked, so. I know. Once. Oh shit, what's going on here? How are we gonna? Right, yeah. Can you do us a favour, Benno? Yep. I'll turn that camera on down there. I've not really thought this through. Yeah, side one, and then I'll tell you when it's on. Wow, that's what we came for. At last. keep fishing around here, mate, because I got loads of bites.
Yeah.
At last. Finally got that fish out. Ah, he's spiky. Nice, man. Yes! That's what we came for. It's about £4. He proper hit me really hard. Right in front of me, I'd just come past some heads where I thought I was going to get one, and I didn't get one, and I came out onto some proper open water, and bang, he proper smashed me up. And there's something wrong with my reel. I don't know, it's free spooling when it's not supposed to be, so it was a little bit harder. So I had to play it like a kind of centre pin. There we go, first fish of the session. It took a while to see them and find them. Hopefully that seal's not around and he wants to take it. Come on, buddy. Mate, he's going right under the boat. Down to the depths. Boom, 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 boom. Well, there's not been too much action yet, so hopefully there's some more fish around. You in? Yeah? Good one? Yeah, Benny boy! On the JJ? Yeah. Well, Ben's just popped one, so that's really good. Nice to see there are a couple in the vicinity. It's always nice to see someone else catching as well. All right, one?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Now you can probably see in front of me there's a rock here, and there's a bit of run, and there's a couple of rocks here, and this is a prime place for a bass to be sitting. Tide coming over it, a few nice boulders, an eddy coming off the back of that rock itself, so I hope there's something at home. Wishful thinking, as always. Right, out with the white. Oh, I'm gonna go for a JJ shad. He's got a lovely little rattle to them as well. There's a lot of birds out there. They're not actually doing anything though, are they? You can probably see on that camera behind me a lot of birds. They're not really doing anything though. They're just swooping around. So there might be a bait ball there, and hopefully one of the boys behind me might be able to see that in a second. But it's weird that the only fish I've had is actually been just coming over one that's sunken and submerged, and that's it. You can see the reef underneath me now, actually. Very shallow. stunning evening. Well, we've plopped off the kayaks and just come for a little rest. Went on the kayak for a while. It hurts your ass, hurts your legs. Nice to have a little stretch, but it's lovely. Jersey's in the distance. The boys are chucking stones at me. You can't hide, fella. Jersey's in the distance, as you can see over there. We're on one of the islands further out to sea. But as you can see, we've covered so much ground. We've only had the one, well, actually we've had 2 fish. I had a nice one and Ben had one, but it's kind of slowed off and the fishing hasn't been too good. So it's always nice to be out here though. Enjoy that. How stunning is that? Not a person in sight bar those two. Just gone over to a feed shallow. Yup! Oh! See that?
Nah, on the surface.
Nah. Subsurface. Oh, fish! Oh! Yup, and again, yup, fish! Oh, at last, another fish. Boom! Off the top as well. Get a surface lure on quickly, Ben. We've got time, man, I think. At last, not had a fish for ages. Oh, is he actually all right? Where are you going, mate? Over here. This reel's doing my head in. There we go. Well, could be a hot dog to finish the session. That's 2 fish. Only a small babs, but fishing over some really grimy stuff here. And it's proper bassy. You can see all this jackweed around. Go on, little fella. Every man gets the same treatment on this boat. Oh, fucking shit is everywhere on this boat tonight.